Hey everyone, so today we got a 45 minutes plus Kirby Air Riders Nintendo Direct. And although the pacing was surprisingly good, I'm gonna tell you right away that Direct was packed with a lot of information. Not to mention that the gameplay is pretty fast paced and frantic, and since you have to read subtitles at the same time, it's actually a lot to digest at once. I even had to watch it twice overall, the second time pausing at different moments to take down some notes. So to make your lives easier, what I decided to do is do a condensed video that pretty much gives you all the important information that was revealed in under 10 minutes. Now obviously if you're looking for a more in-depth overview of all this, I invite you to watch the full Direct. But if you only have 10 minutes and you want to really get the most important parts that were revealed, today's video is going to be a great place to look. So now let's jump in, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you aren't already. Now first of all, let's start a little bit with the story and premise of the game. I don't think this first point was a secret to anyone, but it is a sequel to the GameCube classic Kirby Air Ride. However, this time it is going to be massively expanded. Also, instead of a full story mode, the premise is much simpler here. Kirby and his friends hit the racetracks across Dreamland and beyond in all-out racing and battle mayhem. It's also clear that the centerpiece of this new game is going to be a zone called Skya, a floating island city in the clouds. And although we'll be getting into details a little bit later, what is also clear is that classic Kirby bosses like Kracko and Dynablade show up mid-match to keep things spicy. So narrative-wise, it is pretty light from what we get in this Direct, but one thing is sure, the charm and world building are pure Kirby. So since this isn't necessarily a game built around storyline, let's jump into what core gameplay was revealed during this Direct. So first of all, let's talk controls. So the machines in Kirby Air Rider, which is what they're calling the vehicles, automatically zoom forward, so you're not worrying at all about acceleration. Instead, the strategy here seems to be all in the boost dash system. Now this system has you holding down the B button to both brake and charge up a dash. You then release it to slingshot forward. The basic idea, as pointed out, is to hold it through corners, which allows you to both drift and then get a big boost to get you started again. Now you also have a gliding ability that's controlled by tilting the joystick. And yet again, if you land perfectly parallel to the ground, you get another boost of speed. On top of that, every character also has a special move on the Y button. You'll have to fill your gauge by fighting your rivals, and then you can unleash powerful abilities. For example, Kirby alone has 4 different specials depending on what color he is. But that's not all, because if you're up close, you'll have to master the quick spin to knock your opponents around by wiggling a joystick. And it doesn't even stop there, because each machine also has unique stats like speed, gliding, and durability. Oh, and to top it all off, for the first time ever, everyone can use copy abilities. So yes, you'll be able to see Meta Knight with a power-up and unleash it on the racecourse. Now all throughout the Direct, there were also various character reveals. And it's not even clear if we've seen all the characters that will be in the final game. And the roster here is stacked. Just to name a few, we've got Kirby, Meta Knight, King DDD, Chef Kawasaki, Cappy, and even Starman. There were 11 characters officially revealed during the Direct, and you'll see them on the screen right now. On top of it, each rider has unique stats and abilities, and you can pair any character with any machine for almost endless combinations. There were also various machines that were revealed during the Direct, which range from the classic Warp Star to bulkier heavyweights. What was very clear here, however, is that mixing riders and machines is a very important part of the game and opens up a ton of strategy depending on the course. Now, I've dropped a few hints already throughout the video, but yes, multiple game modes were revealed. That's what we're going to be looking at now. Now, it's unclear if these are all the game modes that will be in the final game, but at least 3 were revealed. Now, first of all, we have Air Ride mode. Now, this is your more traditional race mode. This one can be played with up to 6 players, and it's the first to finish who wins. But here, in an almost Mario Kart fashion, combat matters a ton, where attacking rivals make them drop stars that fuel your speed, and slipstreaming behind racers slingshots you forward. Now, from what we could see, the tracks look gorgeous and varied. Some examples were lush fields, underwater runs, cyber highways, and even lava mountains. Sakurai also did mention that it was limited to 6 players because the gameplay became too chaotic with more than that. Now, the second mode that was revealed was a lessons mode, which is a full tutorial system that lets you practice everything from drifting to copy abilities before you decide to head out online. There's nothing much to see here, but it is a very welcome addition for newcomers. Now, what definitely took the highlight of the whole showcase is the city trial mode. In this one, up to 16 players online or 8 locally can roam the Skya map for 5 minutes, trying to collect as many power-ups and upgrades to your machines as possible. You can even swap machines if yours gets damaged or you just want to change things up. Now, during the 5 minutes, random events will pop up that will definitely keep you guessing. Like short races might pop up, sudden battle royales might break out, or even a boss fight might crash the party. Then it all ends in a big stadium event. A finale where you'll need to challenge the other players to things like drag races, arena battles, or even target smashes. It's chaotic, it's unpredictable, and to me it almost feels like a mashup of Mario Kart and Mario Party. And what's awesome during the Direct is that Sakurai actually plays a whole run of this mode from start to finish, to really give you an overall view of how it actually plays out, and it looks amazing. Now I have to take a few seconds to talk about the visuals and the audio. Now visually, from what we could see, the game looks stunning on Switch 2. Bright, colorful, and smooth. And I was actually surprised as to how much each course seemed to have its own atmosphere, from the more peaceful Floria fields to the neon-lit Siberian highway. Oh, and by the way, the soundtrack, it is pure Kirby joy, because Nintendo even dropped 7 tracks on the NSO Music app right after the Direct. They even revealed the main theme of the game, however, with English vocals. So what we seem to be able to expect is plenty of nostalgic remixes alongside some brand new bangers. And I also want to take a few seconds to mention how Sakurai all throughout this Direct was mentioning how special this game is to him because it's his first Kirby game since 2004. And he's really glad to be back at the helm with HAL, Sora Limited, and Bandai Namco working together. And it was really great to get his trademark mix of deep explanations and cheeky jokes, like apologizing for adding a second button to the control scheme. Now up until this point, you're probably wondering, did we get a release date? And I was wondering the same thing up until the last seconds of the Direct, because the big finish of the whole Direct was that Kirby Air Riders launches on November 20th of 2025, and it'll be exclusively for the Nintendo Switch 2. No delays, no vague windows, it's locked in for the holiday season. And I've been saying it for a while, Nintendo seemed to be missing an all ages release for the holidays. Well, now we know what it is. So I hope you appreciated this condensed version of today's Kirby Air Riders Direct. Let me know in the comments down below if you'll be picking up this game during the holiday season. And as usual, on the way out, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and I hope I'll see you in my next video.